Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Expert Talk. This is your host, Ram. Today, we are talking to Jayanth. He's a cloud expert. He has 10 years experience in IT field, and he's a Google Cloud certified architect too. So let's dive into the topic and get to know more about cloud.
Yeah, thanks, Ram. Thank you. I'm happy to be with you.
So, Jayanth, what is actually a cloud? Like for a fresher, for people who doesn't know in a layman terms, what is actually a cloud?
Um, Cloud is nothing but using the computer system resources or any data storage or any compute power on a rental basis. Simply rental or pays as you go. They are the layman terms actually. For example, if we need to set up our own infrastructure, it will take a few months of time and several amount from our pocket. So in order to avoid these kind of situations, if we need resources on demand at this point of time, at this instance, then we can opt a cloud provider who provides all these resources for us, so that we can ready to go and use those resources and get our aim established. Maybe any app to run or anything we want to run on the system resources by using the cloud computing. So we can simply say cloud computing is nothing but an on demand availability of computing resources, typically as pay as you go model, because we will pay for those what we will use. So every month we'll get a bill, we'll pay for what resources we have used. So this can be called as a cloud computing architecture.
Okay, so basically, like you don't buy the hardware, like you don't go to shop and buy a hardware and install your software. You just go to the web browser and log into different the cloud computing and install your
Yeah.
softwares and by
Yes.
paying less.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So basically, like when you say cloud, there's a big confusion in fresher market, and people trying to get into cloud. Like, is it is that cloud is an application or is it data storage?
Um, Cloud is nothing but it hosts every infrastructure. So it provides basically three types of services like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. This means infrastructure as a service, and platform as a service, and a software as a service. So it provides these services, and we need to, and they will bill us, they will charge us on using their resources. So infrastructure can be used as a service from them, and also platform can be used as a service from them. And software as a service means they have inbuilt products which can be used on a rental basis. So these three types of services can be provided by a cloud provider.
Okay. S- So this expert talk is basically like most like a main audience for this expert talk is freshers and the people who are already working in IT and wants to jump into the different technologies. So for a fresher, like how how long it's going to take to be a cloud expert or into to get a cloud job? What courses they have to do and what kind of a training they need?
Um, as per the growing demand in mind, freshers should have knowledge about cloud for sure. And if you choose cloud as a career option, I can say to go with GCP, as there will be many options to crack and get settled as a cloud professional in the market. The question here is up to the interest actually. So if you are interested to make your career in cloud, so absolutely it is easy to get in now, because the stats say it is growing and it will grow for a few years. So if you strongly aspire or interested, definitely it is a very good career option, and it will take very less time uh, to get settled in the cloud market at present.
Okay. That's good information to know. So getting into cloud, like what are the big players? Like which companies we are looking at?
So currently, we have a big giants, tech giants like AWS, which is the lion's share in the cloud market, and next comes the Azure that built trust in various organizations. Azure is a product of Microsoft, and next comes Google. Google is now growing with a good margin. Say, for example, if you take the statistics, 9.8 US billion dollars will be from AWS. Then the second place is for Microsoft Azure. It will be around 5.3 US billion dollars. So Google Cloud is at around 2 US billion dollars, but the growth rate of Google is pretty much high when compared to AWS and Microsoft Azure. AWS has a growth rate of 33.2% according to 2019 statistics, and Azure has a growth rate of 62%, but Google Cloud has a growth rate of 67.6%. So this says that Google is definitely a game changer when comes to cloud providing technologies.
Okay. Yeah, seems like a Google is clear winner. And say for a fresher, like do I need to know any programming languages to get into cloud, or like how does that work?
No, absolutely not needed. But if you want to, especially go to developer side, like we have several options if you want to get settled in cloud. So there will be cloud architect, cloud data engineer, cloud developer, cloud DevOps engineer. Because there are several options based on the interest of a fresher who is getting into the market. They can opt for one of these actually. So if a person who doesn't don't want to do coding, it's better to go to get certified as cloud architect. But initially, you can settle as associate cloud engineer, and then you can go to professional level.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, like it's clear that we don't need any background in programming skills. But how is the market in? How's the like for example, how is the Google Cloud market? Is it like a there's a lot of openings, or like how is the market now?
Yeah, that's a good question actually, because everybody asks me this actually. There is AWS, there is Microsoft, which have a good recognition in the current market. But why Google Cloud? People are used to ask this because there are several reasons to opt for Google Cloud. The main reasons which I want to put forth is like the first one is if you take demand and supply chain. For suppose AWS is well established in the market, but if there are 100 positions open for AWS, 100 professionals are ready and to take those positions. So 100 is to 100. So you will have a huge competition as a fresher. You want to get settled in the cloud market, then you need to have another option. So if you take Azure also, since it is getting settled slowly in the market, so the same thing applies for Azure also. Whereas if you take Google Cloud Platform, if there are 100 positions, only 20 to 25 available professionals are available in the market. So there will be, due to the growing demand of GCP used by many companies, because millions of customer base is there for Google Cloud, because everybody uses Gmail, everybody uses YouTube, which are the very trusted products of Google. So because due to this millions of customer base, people trust in Google Cloud Platform. Organizations started to use the Google Cloud Platform. In this case, if there are 100 positions in GCP opened, only 20 to 25 professionals are there, and freshers have a very good chance to get settled in Google Cloud Platform because of those opening positions.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good insight, Jayan. So to get into Google Cloud, it seems like we have to do some kind of certification, like a Google Cloud certification, like how hard it is and how long it's going to take, and who provides that certificate.
So for an initial a person who is getting into this field, so if you are a fresher, first you need to learn and understand the cloud concepts first, know about each resource on GCP, and then prepare for the basic level of certification, which is associate cloud engineer exam. That is the entry level certification in Google Cloud Platform. Then after getting settled, you can go for professional cloud architect. For this you can take help of online courses or training institutes. Actually, very few institutes give training for cloud plat cloud platforms. Actually, that too, AWS is available in the market, but Google Cloud Platform, very few professionals are there who actually provide training. So you need to make a wise decision here. uh, it is always best to take initially from a training institute to get the core concept clear actually.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks, Jan. So, in a cloud marketing jobs, like which one you prefer, like a architect or a developer? Like, what's the difference between both the jobs, and which one is easy to jump in, and it will takes short path to get into?
Yeah. uh, this is as per my opinion. If you are interested on infrastructure side and not interested that much in coding, it is always highly recommended to prefer architect role only. So I too fond of architect, so I did my certification, and it is challenging and interesting, I bet. So going to and selecting the path of architect is actually a very good decision, because you will be having a rising graph in the coming years also. You are a solution provider basically.
Okay, yeah. So, for the architect, like, is that certificate same for both architect and developer?
No. As I said, there are actually basically two levels of certification. One is associate level, and the
Mm.
second level is professional level. In
Okay,
associate level, everybody has to go through associate cloud engineer exam. So whereas
okay.
in professional level, you have several certifications. Like the first one is cloud architect, then data engineer, then
Mm,
cloud developer, cloud
mm.
DevOps engineer, network engineer, and security engineer, collaboration engineer, like this. So you have several options here. Every
Okay.
each have their own specifications and own requirements to get them clear. So the person who is aiming to get architect here have to choose Google Cloud Architect professional exam.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very informative uh, information, because everybody wants to do a certification, right? So yeah. So who provides the certificates? Is it Google provides the certificate, or there is third parties?
Yes, you need to register in Google certification from Google website. So
Mm.
you need to create your own user ID in certifications.google website. So then
Mm.
you need to register for the exam directly through Google site.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. So just to do a hands-on experience before getting into certification and everything, like, is there any like tools which we can work on? There's a free tools, anything in the internet, so that we can work and learn this cloud.
Yes, you have a sample videos on YouTube, so that you can get a brief idea, and you can have your Google Docs. And the main thing is, we have free credits provided by the Google Cloud Platform. If you go and create your own user ID with your Gmail account, you will be provided with 300 free credits to, and a time period of 1 year, means 12 months. You can practice the console in the console provided by Google, and get some hands-on and expertise in that.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Thanks for your thoughtful insights, and it definitely helps freshers to wait there because they don't know where to start. So
Yeah.
we have a tools, and we have where they know where to do certification. And also, friends, we have a lot of Google Cloud computing videos in our Tri channel, and you can find a lot of information, good information there, and it will help you in going into this journey. What do you think about the Tri initiative in this expert talk? Like, do you think it's going to helpful for the freshers? Like, because
Yeah. Yeah, definitely it will help freshers, because a lot of people who are coming right away from colleges, major people don't know about what is cloud and how far we are going in the path of technology actually, because cloud is actually a game changer, as per technology is concerned, because by 2023, almost all the companies, around 80% companies, will be hosting their each and every machine on the cloud platform. So this we need to keep in mind. One thing is, now the cloud business is 229 US million dollar overall the world, 2019 statistics. If you go to 2023, it will reach double the figure. It will be around 500 billion dollars, 500 billion US dollars. So everybody needs to understand, who is aiming to get settled in IT field. They need to have basic knowledge of cloud at least, because if they are in several fields also, they need to have at least basic information. So these videos will definitely benefit the freshers who are getting newly into the market.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. Thanks for the stats because it's clearly all the world is moving towards the cloud because nobody wants to maintain any physical servers or anything, right? It's a big headache. So
Yeah.
yeah, friends, actually, we have a lot of cloud videos in our YouTube channel, TriTree. Log into it and watch the videos. There's the intro videos and there's expert videos too. So it will help you, if you want to learn cloud, and it will be easy. Also, we have a videos in Telugu language too. And it will also helpful if you struggling to get to understand in English. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, Shane. And guys, please subscribe and you know like the videos so that it will be helpful for other people. And also do click on the bell button so that you will be notified when there's new videos, and it will be helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye bye.